Guys, it's on. The Bitcoin sell-off continues. The crypto sell-off continues. Everybody's continuing to question their life decisions as they look at the charts right now. We're going to be breaking that down a bit for you, talking about some of the outflows that we've seen coming from Grayscale, some other interesting news going on in the market, altcoin space, AI stuff. We got some stuff to talk about today in the stream, and of course, answering your questions in the second half of the stream. So make sure to stick around, hold on to those sweet, sweet questions until the second part of the stream, where we'll be talking shop, getting wild, drinking some sparkling water, guys. It'll be a great time. So let's get into it. Oh, by the way, thanks to iTrust for sponsoring today's stream. More on that in a minute. Okay, so the price of Bitcoin, as mentioned yesterday in the stream, this is the price to beat right now. $68,400, let's call it. Interesting. We got rejected there currently. Obviously, we need to see bulls step up, push us up a bit higher, get over this level. Then we can start talking about, okay, can we get back to price discovery soon? Back to, bull posting only. No more danger in the titles of the thumbnails and the YouTube, the titles. Until that happens, well, we can continue to see what we have here, which is that the market is continuing to put in lower highs. We're downtrending. How much we downtrend for is anybody's guess. We could pump up mega time. Hey, Bitcoin halving's coming in 30 days, less than 30 days now, I think. So that's very exciting. Huge catalyst, obviously, for the market. Very cool stuff. Massive milestone. Another Bitcoin halving. Man, I'm getting old. Holy crap. Another Bitcoin halving is coming, just like clockwork. Every 10 minutes, a new block gets created. Bitcoin doesn't care what the price of Bitcoin is because Bitcoin knows that one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. Everything else is kind of irrelevant by comparison. That being said, we are interested in the price of Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis, and we have seen big outflows coming from Grayscale, but more on that in just a second. As we've continued to mention, that 50-day EMA is a very critical price level. Right now, be lining up with this area of price support here from the 5th of March. So if we came down to 60K, it would be nothing but essentially a bullish retest of the 50-day EMA. Perspective. May not happen. Maybe this was good enough. 17% sell-off. It'll be fine. We'll eventually grind back up over this area of price resistance and everything will be sweet. We'll see what plays out over the next few days. But that's just my general thoughts on looking at the charts right now. The big story, of course, ETF outflows continue. Another negative day, 262 million, well, 261.6 million, okay. Outflows from spot ETFs on the 20th. We should be getting the final data in pretty soon for the 21st, but already it looks like we are seeing $358 million going out of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust for the 21st. So the good news is Grayscale has lost 42.3% of its shares since converting to an ETF, approximately 45% according to Bitcoin News. That's 355,000 Bitcoin. This is a good thing. The sooner that Bitcoin exits, the sooner we can all breathe a sigh of relief. But what's interesting right now is that Wall Street is not bidding. I don't know if you can see these numbers down here, but we have $49 million into BlackRock on the 20th, $12 million into Fidelity. I mean, $49 million. This is the second worst day for BlackRock inflows. Okay? Second worst day. The worst day was the 6th of February at 45 million. Now, you can see the wild, wild swings in volume here. Look at this. $49 million today, and only a few days ago, we had 800. The 20th, think about this, the 20th of March, $49 million. The 12th of March, $849 million. 1 week ago, we had $800 million more dollars of inflows into these ETF products. Crazy. Remember, the people buying BlackRock Bitcoin ETFs, Fidelity Bitcoin ETFs, they are no different than any other market participants. These aren't like, some kind of wizards sitting up in the ivory tower, more like not ivory tower, more like the Tower of Sauron, with the all-seeing flaming eye at the top. That's the BlackRock headquarters. It's not them sitting up there, the masters of the universe, buying up all the Bitcoin. No, man. It's them calling people, regular people. Again, doctors, dentists, real estate agents, business people, whatever, and saying, hey, you want to buy some Bitcoin ETFs? And those people right now just saw the price go down by 17%. And they're saying, no, I don't want to buy when it's low. Those people, you know when they're going to want to buy again? When it's 80K. Then we're going to see a $1 billion inflow day to the Bitcoin ETFs. This is how markets work, guys. The sooner you learn how irrational humans are when it comes to investing. We only want to buy something when it's pumping, not when it's dumping. If you can do the opposite of that, you're probably going to do pretty well in this market. Ah, my goodness. Crypto, man. What a wild time. I wanted to share this chart posted by Crypto. I thought it was a pretty good one. This is the long-term versus short-term holder chart. He says long-term holders started the 12-month process of selling to short-term holders. This is not the end of the bull market, but the beginning of the end, 8 to 12 months more, usually once this starts happening. And I know, everyone's going to want to bargain with themselves and say, but, BlackRock's here, but, Fidelity's here. Wait until you see $1 billion outflow day from the Bitcoin BlackRock ETF, because that'll happen. Not yet, but it'll happen later. Watch out for it. Now, how long this process takes, historically, we've seen it take around 12 months, obviously. Okay. Will it repeat the process this time? Well, we will just have to wait and see. Maybe this is just a bit of an early signal, the temporary bit of crazy, right? And then we move a bit cooler later on, then pump back up again. Okay, but still, these indicators are worth paying attention to. And this, of course, would then continue to fuel the fire for an accelerated cycle theory. Although, even though we're starting to see a few of these indicators popping off earlier than we'd expect them to in a cycle, it doesn't necessarily mean the cycle is going to finish earlier, although it could. And we need to be aware of those possibilities and to be reading the signs when the market tells us that's what's going on, not what we want to hear. Okay. Remember, this is really important. When you start looking at the market and all the indicators, all the stuff we always talk about, top signals. I've got a whole top signals video coming for you guys in the next few weeks. So watch that. We're not there, but I hope you'll bookmark it and watch it later. But you need to actually look at all the top signals as they come in, right? Look at what the market's telling you. Listen to what the market's telling you. Don't try to hear what you want to hear. Hear what it's actually saying. Because if you just want to hear what you want to hear, you're going to get screwed. Straight up. And hey, I know getting screwed can be okay sometimes, guys, but not by the market. Getting screwed by the market, that's the wrong kind of getting screwed. All right. I want to share this chart with you from CryptoCon. They've been posting some good stuff recently. Shout out to the guys at CryptoCon. This is about the RSI. It says Bitcoin data has almost unanimously reached levels that only come within 1 year of the cycle top. Again, more fuel for the fire on the accelerated cycle theory. One of the most simple cycle top and bottom determiners that I've used for years is the monthly RSI double tops. Every cycle has ended in the overbought territory of the monthly RSI. 2017's double top was much more subtle due to the smooth parabolic curve. The first tops have always formed at 90 or higher RSI value with a slight diminish each cycle. Here are some takeaways from our current position. The cycle is not over. There's room for increase. Both tops have yet to be made. The only thing we need is our patience hats. So there you go. That has not yet flashed. We have not yet hit 90 on the monthly for the RSI. But these are the sort of top signals that we need to start paying attention to when they happen. Okay? When they happen. Real quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is iTrust. Guys, if you'd like a way to have a tax-efficient trading experience for your crypto coins, you can bring over your existing IRA, roll over your 401k or other retirement plan with iTrust, and you'll be able to enjoy as much crypto trading as you want. Tax-free. You could do 1,000 trades over here and not hit a taxable event once, which if you had to pay crypto taxes, you know, is pretty damn awesome. They also have in-kind withdrawals, and you can actually take your crypto out in the future and put it in your hard wallet if you want to do that. They also have real gold and silver via Kitco. Again, you can get that real stuff delivered to your house if you want to. And they got all your favorite coins. They got your Cardano, your Avalanche, your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. It's all over here for you to check out. They are the biggest crypto IRA provider with the most users, most volume, most assets under management. Link down below in the description. We can get a $100 funding bonus when starting your iTrust account. Thanks to iTrust for sponsoring today's stream. So, Ethereum. Looking at a pretty similar situation to Bitcoin right now. Would have been nice to see a little further price rally on this. This being a very key area here of price resistance for Ethereum, where basically price has stalled out currently. Again, we had a 25% drawdown, a bounce off the 58 EMA. Theoretically, that could be good. But let's see how the next few days pan out. We could always lose that on a further pullback. So just FYI, but especially if we start getting a lot of FUD coming in around the SEC's investigation and trying to push Ethereum as a security, which I don't think they're going to win on that, obviously, but still, it doesn't mean that they can't screw over Ethereum holders this cycle, much like they did XRP holders last cycle. That would be a real kick in the nuts, wouldn't it? For my ETH bags. Anyway, right now, similar situation to Bitcoin. The downtrend continues. We have not yet had a rally to start making higher highs moving back up. We right now just have lower highs. Until broken, the downtrend continues. Solana, I just want to share his weekly candle with you. What a beast of a weekly candle. Yo, Solana, when it does it, man. Look at that. Went from 135 to $200 last week. This weekly candle, that is a lot of volatility right there in one candle and two candles. I mean, holy crap. Solana is just going crazy this cycle, man. So well done to all the people still holding their Solana bags who bought it during the bear market. You guys are slaying it. Here's some interesting stuff. Marty Party pointing out, is Grayscale filing for a Solana spot ETF conversion of their GSOL trust? In an SEC filed statement today by CEO Sonashine, who's this guy? Yes, Sonashine. There you go. Boom. He told CNBC, moving forward, Sonashine wants investors to turn their attention toward the business of other crypto investment products, which track prices of different cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum and Solana. Now, obviously, with the current SEC thinking that they've just done enough, they've thrown enough bones to the crypto industry. They only approved the Bitcoin ETF because they got slapped in the face in court and basically were forced by the courts to either unwind everything they've done, which would basically them admitting that they've been completely wrong on everything, or just to approve the Bitcoin ETF, path of least resistance. So they did it. BlackRock wanted it. Fidelity wanted it. They did it. Okay, fine. Now we've placated the crypto industry. But actually, the crypto industry is hungry. They want more. They want an Ethereum ETF. They want a Solana ETF. They want an Avalanche ETF, a Polkadot ETF, a Chainlink ETF, a Dogecoin ETF. Where is my Dogecoin spot ETF at, man? I want it. Much wow. So amazed. Let's do it. When we start getting that kind of stuff happening, you know we're getting late cycle. It'll be crazy. Until then, we just relax, we chill. But if they could get that, that's going to be a long time. And you got to remember, they spent a decade trying to get the Bitcoin ETFs. Now we have initial ETFs. It won't take as long to get the next ones. I know the SEC is trying to drag their feet, but they may be forced to approve these Ethereum ETFs and then everything else along with it. So just food for thought here, okay? Food for thought. Now we have to talk about some real quick AI updates because the Nvidia conference is going on. Of course, any crypto companies like Render that are there are getting a lot of attention, a lot of hype, a lot of excitement right now. I have considered, do I want to add a position in Render? But I'd like to see a pullback, maybe post AI conference. There's going to be better entries into some of these AI coins, but I'll keep an eye out for that. Can miss it too. It's also fine. Anyway, Rowan here pointing out some of the big highlights, the big reveals. So first, of course, the AI super chip that reduces cost and energy consumption by 25%. What they Jensen was saying that costs like $10 billion to make this chip or something like that, the prototypes. Now, of course, they have the production line set up, but man, a lot of research went into making that thing right there. AI is about to kick into super gear with this bad boy. General purpose foundational models for humanoid robot learning. Look at this, man. The future is here and it's coming. I cannot wait to have a domestic robot to fold my laundry and do the dishes and put the dishes away. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to get so fat. Oh, my gosh. Omniverse Digital Twins announced to be coming to Apple Vision Pro. Earth 2, a digital twin of the Earth predicting extreme weather using AI. That's pretty cool. Nvidia introduces the leading robots powered by Nvidia, including the Wall-E-looking bot from the Disney research. Nvidia showcases AI-driven digital twins for warehouse ops in simulated 3D environments with agents. Inference microservices, a new approach to speed generative AI model deployment from weeks to minutes. And Nvidia announces drug discovery using AI with BioNemo. So, huge stuff happening in the AI space right now. Massive announcements, obviously. None of the stuff happens overnight, but very, very big news coming. All that stuff game changing, especially the new chips. That's just like huge. And then we have our AI crypto coins. $25 billion market capitalization, less than 1% of all crypto combined, basically. I feel like it's a sector in crypto that's really going to take off. And there's going to be a lot of garbage, a lot of copycat bullshit. It's going to be nuts, man. But where there's risk, there's opportunity. I think AI crypto is going to be a huge money-making trend this cycle and definitely next cycle as well until the AI thing gets totally played out. And she's like, oh, yeah, AI, man, it's everywhere all the time. Still, though, big things happen in AI, so I'm not fading that at all. Meme Soy's Meat by Avalanche. Avalanche Foundation over here posting meme season continues. The Avalanche Foundation is kicking off phase 1 of Meme Coin Rush, a liquidity mining incentive program designed to help scale liquidity and drive momentum for the community coin ecosystem on Avalanche. Now, that's pretty interesting. So, for example, Stake Hut Finance. So, Uniswap V3 liquidity mining rush rewards will be distributed for LPs to the community coins for Cock, Kimbo, and Tech, and No Chill for the following pools. Essentially, huge incentive. So if you're already out there farming stuff on Avalanche, it's just an opportunity for people, okay? If you're already out there farming stuff on Avalanche and you're looking to add some extra incentives to what you're doing, well, you should come and read about this, check it out, and try to get yourself some of those sweet, sweet incentives, all right? Check it out. Okay, hey, ICP guys, this one's for you, okay? You guys here? Are you guys listening? Can all the IC people give a shout out? I know you guys are always like, Lark, why don't you talk about ICP? Well, here I saw something today. I thought, you know what? That sounds like interesting news for ICP, so let's share it. Because there's big things happening right across the crypto space. Let's read the post here. So, a world first, a demonstration of AI running on a blockchain as a smart contract. I mean, that's big, okay? Hats off, ICP team. That's some big stuff, all right? He said the internet computer is used, the world's first third-generation blockchain ICP. AI will become the beating heart of our Web3 multi-chain world, and this is only my first demo. Code will follow shortly. You guys can come over here. We're not going to watch the video right now, but come over here. There's a video. Come, you can check it out. You can watch. It's, enjoy it. If you're into ICP, come check it out. I'll read a little more about what he's posted here. He said, code will follow shortly. This is running on Definity's internet computer testnet, but you'll be able to take the code and run it on public network as the NNS is expected to up the per transaction instruction limit in the coming days. Some important notes, the inference engine used has not been optimized, and will show vastly greater efficiency in subsequent demos where the AI runs even faster and consumes less gas and cycles. We will also propose the NNS that smart contracts have access to different instructions, which we have determined are deterministic, unlocking vastly more speed and efficiency. And lastly, currently the actor contracts ICP hosts run inside a 32-bit environment, which limits their main memory to 4 gigabytes. Within the next couple of months, we expect the internet computer to move to a 64-bit environment, allowing smart contract memory limits to be raised much higher, allowing for models with far more parameters and thus power to be run. You can come over and read the full post and watch the video if you want. But I think that's really bullish, not just for ICP. So shout out to ICP for doing that. That's really cool. But for crypto more broadly, again, crypto AI stuff, okay? It's going to be massive. Just don't mid-curve it. Don't mid-curve it. If you can't pull the wizard on AI and crypto, then pull the monkey, pull the ape, because crypto and AI are going to be so big together, especially when you start seeing stuff like this. And of course, obviously, shout out to Internet Computer for being the first guys through the door doing this stuff. But if you start seeing the layer 2s, which they're eventually going to bring this stuff on, you're going to see Arbitrum and Starknet and all these guys bringing this kind of computation on chain as well. massive implications here for the future of artificial intelligence. Because as I keep saying with AI, one of the big things we have to be aware of is that if you have centralized tech overlord companies, Google and Facebook and all these stuff doing AI, you're going to end up with, well, stuff like, what was it, Gemini, the Gemini AI program, where you type in like, hey, generate some images of the founders of the country for me. And it was like a bunch of like, you know, black women and stuff like this. Like, what, that what George Washington looked like? You know, come on, guys. It's crazy stuff. We need more honest AI models, and transparent blockchains can help make AI models more honest, which is why AI and crypto are such an interesting intersection of technologies, because AI without honesty, AI without transparency becomes very dangerous. And I know that's what the tech overlords want. That's what the governments want. They want dangerous because they want to control dangerous. They want to control your lives. They want to dominate you. They want to destroy human experience and get us all plugged into the freaking metaverse. So we just are nothing but blob consumers laying around with feeding tubes just in the metaverse all day. I think we had a movie about that. It was called The Matrix, man. Scary shit. We can keep AI honest and keep our future from falling into the most dystopian shit if we can keep transparency into the process. Okay? We shouldn't have to trust these companies. Think about this. AI is the most important technology in our lifetimes. And right now we're on a trust me bro model. And I don't like the trust me bro model. I come from crypto, okay? I am in the don't trust, verify kind of ideology. Hey, and I got actually an interesting one to share here as well, by the way. This is my friend Scott Melker. He was talking to his buddy from Texas West Capital. Anyway, the main idea here, and I want to share this with you because it's very true, and I've felt this recently, says bull markets are far more stressful than bear markets. Your portfolio reaches a new high, and after that, every market correction feels like a loss, even though you're likely multiple times up on a larger time frame. Don't compare your current portfolio to its highest point. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. It's actually quite funny how, like, I felt the bear market was much more chill, it was calm. Yeah, it's kind of depressing because your coins are down and stuff, but now the bull market's back, that's stressful, man. There's so much going on all the time, it's impossible to keep up. There's 1,000 different coins launching all the time, million narratives, just the capital rotation's insane, seeing what everybody's doing everywhere. Whoa, it's nuts, man. It's really, really nuts. It's it's a difficult game. Anyway, that being said, just keep in mind when you see these 20, 30% pullbacks, unless you bought literally the top, then, well, you know, hold on, you'll be fine, probably. But for the guys who've been holding a while and you see everything go up and like, and it goes down 15, 20%, like, don't let that get to you, man. Because remember, you're still up. You're still up. Just because you're 20% down. Oh, I had $1 million the other day. Oh, now I'll get 100,000. Everything's terrible. Yeah, but I started with 10. Well, okay, you're doing pretty good, right? Perspective. Recency bias can really screw us up in investing, where we think that what's happened yesterday is so much more important than the big picture of like what's happened this year, for example. Anyway, I thought that was a great point I want to share with you guys real quick. And final note, obviously, guys, not signed up to the newsletter yet, sign up to the newsletter. It's awesome. You'll love it. Seriously, it's a great newsletter. Best damn newsletter in crypto, full of alpha, every single issue, airdrops, NFTs, all that kind of stuff. Let us save your time. Get the newsletter, read about all the latest in the industry, money-making opportunities in the industry, and you can get it for free in your inbox. Join 110,000 plus weekly readers. Check it out, guys. All right. Shameless self-promotion over. Let's crack one open. We have one. Oh, the box is almost empty. Okay. Jonathan says, airdrops seem to have cooled off. When are we going to see some sweet, sweet drops again? Yeah, sweet drop right here. Oh, yeah. Look, we just had a good one the other day. EtherFi, I think, was a pretty good airdrop. So that turned out pretty well. I like that. EtherFi, I made some money on that. Wasn't crazy, but I'll take it. Why not? Then there's been some pretty big disappointments. Polyhedra is a massive disappointment. But there's a lot of good ones about to come up. Wormholes coming up. Camino Finance, MarginFi, Parcel, all Solana stuff. I have fuck all drift points, so I don't think I'm going to get much on drift, to be honest. Never spent enough time on it. Orderly, that could be a really good one. I'm talking about that in the premium newsletter this week, but I finally got all the badges collected on Galaxy. So I did like, $10 million trading volume, real pain in the ass. Anyway, we got there. Yeah. There's definitely some good stuff out there. We're trying to cover those opportunities on a regular basis for you. Some interesting testnet stuff, and testnets are tricky, man, because it's free. They tend to be, pretty heavily flooded with people looking for free cash, obviously, but still, some of these things do pay money. And there's a lot of opportunities out there still. One farm I just started farming is Elixir, like, the magical potion you drink. They're doing an airdrop, and I've deposited some money via Arbitrum into the USDT, USDC pool. Pretty good APY right now. But yeah, I think that could be a pretty good new farm. So there's always new farming opportunities out there, man. Always new farming opportunities. So stay frosty, keep looking, keep hunting. They're out there. And there's still some ones that haven't announced their airdrops yet either, like Kilo X on Manta Network, Zero Lend. I put some more money into Zero Lend this week as well. So I took some of my restaked. Oh, this is crazy, by the way. We actually just did a big report on this on in the Wealth Master newsletter on Zero Lend, and how you can actually go in, and this is what I did. So if DeFi Dad wrote the report up, I read his report, because I don't write everything in the newsletter. We got a whole team of writers. We got 8 people writing for the newsletter right now. So I read his report, and I was like, oh crap, I need to put some more money in Zero Lend, because I have a bunch of Manta on Zero Lend on the Manta network, farming a truckload over there. But I put some on Ethereum as well. So I took some of my Kelp staked Ethereum and my Puffer restaked Ethereum. So now I'm earning Zero Lend points, Eigenlayer points, and I'm still in running for the Kelp airdrop and the Puffer airdrop. So there's opportunities out there, man. 100%. That's a good question back here, man. I'm going to find it again. Do some beginner videos on educational things. I've been trying. We've been putting more of that stuff out recently, for sure. What's your skincare routine? I use Malin Goetz skincare routine stuff. Do the full thing, man. The full thing. Trying to take my wife talked me into it. Trying to take skincare more seriously these days. All right. Oh yeah, Neon Heroes. That's right. Another good airdrop. We're actually talking about that one. It's a free airdrop going on right now, by the way. We're doing this as part of our 10K to 100K challenge in the newsletter. So if you want to see the 10K to 100K challenge as we do it, as we go through all the different steps, trying to farm airdrops and find opportunities to make money and all that kind of stuff, check it out. Anyway, Neon Heroes is one of the new ones that's come up. By the way, I'm a private sale investor in Neon Heroes. If you ever want to see my full portfolio disclosures, what I'm invested in right now, my current portfolio, what my venture investments are, who is, my affiliate partners, all that kind of stuff, you'll find a link down below in the description on YouTube or in the pinned comment on X. Let's see here. Gotta catch up. There we go. A few minutes behind here on the thing here. Lark coin. Based on the SEC worth ETH, I'm not looking to run into another XRP scenario, so I'm pulling out of it. What to do with ETH bag? Where would you put it? BTC or Solana? It's an interesting question. I understand people's fears around that. I'm not doing anything currently, personally. I've got a bunch of my ETH that I'm using to farm with, or that I'm taking loans versus in order to get cash to do farming with, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not super concerned about it personally. I think ETH's going to be just fine, but yeah, I understand your concerns. If it was me and I was pulling my money out, I mean, look at what Solana is doing right now. Look at everything going on in Solana. I know it's up massively though, so it kind of makes it hard to jump from ETH, which really hasn't moved as much by comparison, into Solana. And at this point, they're probably going to have similar gains, unless, of course, ETH does get drugged down by this SEC BS, and how much it really plays out, how long it takes to play out, who knows, right? So I'm not super worried about it at this point. Obviously, something to consider, but yeah. Hold on a second. We got some. Try and catch a few of these super chats here. Lark, I sold 0.25 BTC at $65,000. Going through the process was a good experience. Now I know how to hit the sell button with confidence. Fees with Coinbase from wallet to bank are around 200. Wow, that's rough. $290 in fees. Yikes, Coinbase. Well, I know how Coinbase makes their cash. Crikey, man. Hey, congratulations. And there's gonna be a lot of people in here who are gonna say, oh, you're crazy for selling your Bitcoin. I'm assuming if you sold it at 65K, you probably bought it a lot earlier. You're taking some profits, and there's a million and one reasons to take profits, man. Maybe you want to buy yourself something nice, whatever. And you're right. It's actually very, very true. It feels really good when you do click that sell button. I love clicking the sell button. It's one of my favorite things to do. Like, yes, that feels good, man. I love clicking the sell button. It feels good because you can just, actually say to yourself, holy crap, I did it, man. I clicked the sell button. I realized some profits. I put some profits in my pocket, and that's awesome. Okay, so congratulations against some profits. Nick says, Lark, what pubs in Wellington do you frequent? I don't go to the pub, man. Don't drink very much anymore. I actually had a couple glasses of wine the last weekend or two ago, and that was like the first time I had anything in, since Christmas, I guess. So I don't go out to the pubs anymore, man. Did in my 20s. Spent too much time doing that in my 20s. And now in my 30s, I ain't got time for it. Maybe someday in the future. I don't know. But yeah, I don't frequent pubs very much. Is Picoin legit? Stanford grads, mainnet soon. I've literally never heard of this coin. I have no idea if it's legit or not, man. So yeah, good luck. Just because you have Stanford grads behind it doesn't mean shit, to be honest. Mainnet soon. Is anyone going to use that mainnet? Are there any VCs backing it? What's the community like? What's the actual use case? The token? I have no idea. I've literally never heard about it except for you mentioning it now. So good luck. Hope you make money. Impossible to sleep during your sleep. Larkolepsy debunked. Yeah. All right, let's try to catch up to the chat. You're always getting a few minutes behind. Here we go. What are your thoughts on Bonk? I know it's a meme coin, but it's popular without the high market caps that Doge and Shiba. Bonk's market cap's pretty high, right? It's not that it's not high. It's just not as high as, Doge and Shiba. It's interesting. Here's the thing. I think for a lot of people with meme coins, you're coming in looking for the dream. You're chasing the dragon, so to speak, right? You want to get that high. You want to be the one to put in $500 and get $1 million back. I get it. If you're buying Bonk now, maybe it does go up to be worth something like Shiba Inu or Doge. Now, maybe it's got a 20x left in it still. I don't know. There's a lot of meme competition right now. There's much more competition in the meme space right now than there has been before. And memes are all just on hype and speculation and stuff, right? There's no real fundamentals driving it. Like, you understand, like, Chainlink's a top 20 coin, for example. Makes sense. Doge, OG meme coin, sure, makes sense. All these competitors, what fundamentally differentiates Bonk from 50 other memes? What makes it different from Book of Meme or Pepe or Wen or other dog coins or Cock and You or any of that kind of stuff? What makes it so fundamentally valuable that's going to go up to the 20x? Now, maybe it's listed on enough centralized exchanges, has enough hype, Solana hype, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like once your meme coin starts getting into the multi-billion-dollar market cap range, or even single-billion-dollar market cap range, a lot of the opportunity is gone. If you want to get into meme coins when they're not super speculative, like not when it's like you're probably going to lose all your money. If you get like $20 to $50 million market cap range and you see good wallet growth and all that kind of stuff, et cetera, maybe you can get in that and ride it up. But yeah, I think it's riskier getting, let's put it this way, it's higher risk, lower reward buying those multi-billion-dollar market cap meme coins. Do a couple more here, guys. Got some great questions coming through. I guess I'm answering all the great questions. I actually see lots of great questions here coming through here, guys. Don't have a chance to answer all of them, but I don't understand airdrops, says Anthony. Anthony, airdrops, best way to try to understand them in most cases is you're testing software and you get a reward in tokens for doing that. Now, there's different ways to do that. For example, you can supply liquidity. One example would be like Camino Finance. It's out there in the wild operating right now. You bring your money in. There's a point system. You acquire points, depending on how much money you put in, that's worth some amount of tokens at some point in the future. That's your airdrop. You test out the protocol with real money, and that's your airdrop. Others like ZK Sync, for example, layer 2 network on Ethereum. You go, you use it, you do all kinds of stuff. It's completely unknown what any kind of parameters are going to be for getting an airdrop, but you're testing the software. And as a software tester, you want to do as much as you can. Deploy contracts, run nodes, do transactions, do bridge transactions, all that stuff, none of which may guarantee you an airdrop, or all of which may guarantee you a big airdrop. Hard to say. That's another way that you're testing software, again, with real money. So you really just want to be using it organically as much as possible versus trying to game the system. And then there's test nets or social campaigns that you can also get in line to get an airdrop from. So you can do social campaigns where you do retweets and stuff on Twitter, and that gives you points, for example, which can be pretty lucrative in some cases. Or you can go to like Taiko, Taiko, or Bera Chain, Bera Chain. We're doing both those test nets in the newsletter, a 10K to 100K challenge, by the way. But those are two test nets that could have big rewards later on. So there's lots of ways to be approaching airdrops. That's a very basic rundown. I've got multiple videos on the channel talking about airdrops. You might want to go check those out. But the simplest way to explain it, you test software, you might get a reward. Well, you often get a reward. It's whether that reward's worth anything or not is a different question. Sometimes worth a lot. Metal Seer says, too early to buy more downside coming. Possible. As mentioned earlier, it's certainly possible. DC says, wait, what's Bonk's utility? The utility of Bonk is it has a picture of a dog. That is the utility. And I know you were looking at Bonk, and I know what you're thinking. Like, hey, wait a second. Isn't there a dog that's got a hat on it? Now that's utility. They put a hat on the other dog. So dog with hat. That's the cutting edge of meme coin technology right there, my friends. They put a hat on the dog. Next, we need Pepe with hat. In fact, there's a whole with hat sub meta going on right now. Basically, every major meme coin has been re-envisioned, but with a hat. Because it's crypto, man, obviously. Crypto, I tell you. Remember, with meme coins, generally there's not a utility. I know stuff like Shiba Inu, they're trying to bring utility with like a metaverse and games and all this stuff. So maybe that differentiates them a bit in the meme coin world. But generally, when you buy a meme coin, you're doing it for the lulz. You're doing it because you like the culture, all that kind of stuff. And remember that investing in meme coins is essentially investing in internet culture. And there's a lot of bullshit and scams, rug pulls, and a lot of these coins just go to zero, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But a few of these will go on to maintain long-term value, as crazy as it may seem, because internet culture has decided that this has monetary value. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, man. I mid-curved it for a long time. But there it is. Don't mid-curve memes, man. Sergio says, do you honestly feel the majority of people now in crypto are here for the tech or here for the money? They're here for the money, man. It's always been about the money. Come on, this is investing. Look, here's the thing. The technology is very exciting. I love the tech in crypto. It's super cool shit. When you understand Bitcoin, super cool. When you understand all the implications of all this technology, even to revolutionize gaming, revolutionize AI, all this stuff, the tech is awesome. That is why I invest in crypto. That is why I choose that as a place to make the ka-ching, man. And I would say that 95% of people are here to make money in crypto, and the other 5% are lying. Because they're also here to make money in crypto. They might have a different way of making money. Oh, I'm going to be a developer and make some protocol. Well, you're probably going to keep 10% of the tokens for yourself. Guess what? You're going to make money. And you deserve to make the money. Everybody wants to make money. It's just some have different ways of going about it. Some are more open and say, I'm here to make money. Others play this whole game. Oh, I'm not here to make money. It's all about the blah, 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 blah. Well, did you ever click the sell button? You made money? Well, you dirty bastard. You made some money. I guess you're here to make money the whole time too. People, one thing you're going to find out, there's a lot of people who have psychological money blocks. They have a bad relationship with money. They have a bad way of perceiving money. Money's evil. Money's the root of all evil. And only bad people have money and this kind of bullshit, right? So they want the money. They just have psychological barriers to getting the money. If you can remove those psychological barriers, the money will flow to you. Good question. Interesting question, Sergio. Dog with, we're going meta here. Dog without hat. Take the hat. Take the hat off the dog. Kyle says, how about Dead, the Polkadot airdrop meme coin? Interesting or not? So I think interesting because it's an early meme coin being launched. These coins, so Dead, what's the other ones? So Dead, Foxy when it comes on Linea, Puff on Mantle. There's another one, isn't there? Anyway, those three. There's another one. And Dead, of course. Like, look, these ones were interesting because they have such strong support from the foundations, right? There's strong links of Puff, for example, to the Mantle Foundation, which is backed by Bybit. There's strong links of Foxy, which is still not out yet, and we don't know when it's going to be out or what the parameters of that. Maybe there's a meme coin coming for the Linea network backed by MetaMask and Consensus. Watch out for that. And then Dead on Polkadot. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because they're very strong connections with the Polkadot Foundation. So how's that play out? That's an interesting thing. It's an interesting experimentation in terms of bringing this existing community of people, airdropping them the tokens, having this big official backing from major players in the industry. How does that play out? I don't know. It's interesting. It's going to be an interesting experiment. I'm looking forward to getting my drop anyway. Curious to see how it's going to play out. Have you heard of AIT? I have actually. I've invested in AIT recently via an OTC deal. So it's on vesting terms. I haven't actually got my first coins yet, but yeah, it's very interesting. We're going to be sharing more information about that in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. But yes, I have heard about AIT. I think it's very, very interesting. I think what they're doing is very interesting. And as a lower market cap AI play, perhaps want to keep an eye on. Lark with Perrier coin. That would be hilarious. Guys, I'm not making any coins, okay? Gigi says, what would you buy now if you had 2K? So this is a very loaded question without much context. How much other crypto do you already have? $1 million crypto portfolio and just bringing in 2K? I have no idea. Probably want just to double down on existing position, not financial advice, obviously. But what would you do with that 2K? Well, let's assume that you only have $2,000. You're coming into the market right now, and that's all you got. You got $2,000. So let's take it from that perspective. Maybe this is what you mean. In that situation, personally, if it were me, I cannot tell you what to do with your money. If it were me and I only had $2,000 coming to the market, and this is actually kind of part of our 10K to 100K experiment, to be honest. Like, if I only had 10K, what would I do to try and get to 100K? And it's an imperfect experiment, as I've realized going through it now, because I just don't, if I only had that 10K portfolio, I'd be doing so much more, man. I'd just be like the airdrop farmer of airdrop farmers. I'd be right up there hunting those meme coins every day and stuff like that. But I only have maybe an hour or two a week to dedicate to doing the things for that portfolio. So it's not as good as it could be by any means. It really needs somebody like full-time job gearing and juicing that thing up. Anyway, if I had 2K and it was my only money in the world and I was investing in a crypto right now, there's no way in hell I'd buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana or any top coins. You're not going to make it with buying the top coins, right? If you just want to turn that 2K into 4 or 5 or maybe 10K at the top, sure. If you want to turn that 2K into 6 figures, maybe 7, unlikely, but maybe 7, then you got to hustle hard, man. You got to be farming the hell out of airdrops. Take half that money, farm airdrops. $1,000 spread across maybe 4 different airdrop platforms, different protocols. $250 in Parcel, $250 in MarginFi, $250 in Camino Finance, $250 in Zero Lend, for example. Boom! And now you're in line for 4 different airdrops, and then the other $1,000, man, you got to go low caps, bro. Low caps, hard low caps. Like, really, come on, $2,000. Like, my guess, and I don't know your financial situation. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just me sharing what I would do if I was in a situation. If I just had 2K, I would realize, you know what? I can probably find $2,000 again. I can take the risks. It's not like I'm risking $1 million or my life savings, or maybe it is a life savings, but still, you can probably find $2,000 again. It's not that much money in the grand scheme of things. So I'd be looking at low caps, man. I'd be looking at coins that are under 50 million for sure. And ideally like under like 20 or even $10 million market caps. There is some stuff down there that's decent, really early stage still, hasn't taken off, could take off, high risk losing your money, but also high potential of making some money. So that would be my thoughts. I don't know if that's useful to you or not, if that's what you're trying to go for, but hey, I hope you appreciate the answer. Guys, you're awesome. Thanks so much for joining today's stream. It's been a good one. Stay hydrated. Drink Perrier. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated out there, guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you back on Monday for the next live stream. Peace.